Hey there, welcome to the Android Blogs review of the Samsung Epic 4G. This is Erickson. Here we have the Epic 4G, which is Sprint's latest 4G offering to couple up with the Evo as a 4G little duo. It's starting up. As you can see, it's pretty typical Galaxy S fare. The back isn't that great. Compared to the Captivate, it's kind of boring. But it's got that LED flash right there, which is nice. 5 megapixel camera. Right there, some 4G action, which is very nice to have. You can find signal for it. I can't really find signal for it around here, so. Got a USB port up here. 3.5 headphone jack. Let's see here. Hardware camera button right there. All that good stuff. So, what's up now? The Epic 4G is pretty typical Galaxy S fare. Super AMOLED. Screen is just amazing. So it's definitely the biggest draw of the phone. It's got pretty typical Sprint apps on it also. Sprint Football, NASCAR, Hotspot, Sprint Navigation. It's also got Google Navigation, so you're not pigeonholed into it. Let's see here. Do some benchmarks for you. We're gonna lint pack real quick. Let's just show you the processor on this. Generally, I'll be getting 8.5 or so. Sometimes a little lower, sometimes a little around there. So we'll see how it goes this time. 7.9, which isn't too bad. I've had higher on this, but still not that bad. I'm gonna real quick quadrant just to show you the quadrant scores. One thing to note on Quadrant is it doesn't really score as high as some of the competitors, like the Droid models, or even the Evo, or not the Evo. So some of the other higher end models, just due to the fact that I think it has some file system writes that are a little slow. But frame rate on the graphics are pretty much the highest you can find between any Android device at the moment. So you can see it's humming along pretty good. And that's right there. It's almost 60 frames per second, which is pretty impressive. GPU on this is pretty insane. There we go. Maybe if it works. There we go, 937. That's not too bad considering. As I said, yeah, it's a smooth. The whole thing is smooth, fast. Processor and GPU definitely work beautifully together. Battery's getting low, great. Also, one of the main draws is the keyboard. 5-row QWERTY keyboard hardware. It is very nice, very easy to use. It does take a little getting used to. I used to have the original Droid, and it does take a lot of getting used to coming from that. Main part being is I got used to that, so it's not really the fact of this being bad. It's just I was used to a not so good keyboard. When you have a really good keyboard, it does take a little getting used to. So the main feature of the keyboard here is the dedicated row of numbers up top. It's got all the typical Android shortcuts on the sides, the home, settings, back, stuff like that. So definitely is pretty nice. It is Android 2.1. It does have TouchWiz on it, which I'm not a big fan of the proprietary UIs that manufacturers have put on their phone lately, but I guess it's better than no Android. There we go. Yeah, so 2.1. But it's really not bad for a 2.1 phone. It'd be kind of impressive to see this thing with some 2.2 on it and see how fast it gets with the hardware it already has. As I said, you can use this as a hotspot, which I've been doing quite a bit lately, just to test it out a little bit. It's good to have free features. But All in all, man, it's a great phone. Definitely easy to have. A little bit of comparison towards this Droid X. Droid X is quite a bit bigger, but most of that size is extra screen real estate. Here, let me turn up the brightness so that you. There we go. So that is side by side the Droid X and the Epic 4G. You can definitely tell the Epic 4G screen is a little more colorful, a little more vibrant, fascinating, captivating even. But the Droid X screen is definitely a little nicer, in my opinion, just because it's bigger. So, they're both pretty smooth. As you can probably tell, my Droid X has got a little unofficial froyo on it. So maybe a little bit of an unfair advantage. But it's not too much bad. You see, they're fairly close in some spots. Like the hump is about the same. The Epic is definitely thicker, but definitely because of the hardware keyboard. So, alright, and that was our Epic 4G quick review. Thank you, this is Eric Richardson from the Android blog. You guys have a great day.